Hey guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
I'm Mike.
And this is Season 2, Episode 6 of Andor. As of last episode, a lot of things have been set in motion. It's fun to see the different branches and different parts of the rebellion, basically forming and functioning. I'm very curious to see what's going to be happening with Willman as he jumps into, Saw Gerrera's group head first. And yeah, Andor's on Gorman with travel restrictions coming soon. So if she doesn't make it off soon, it's going to be an issue. And I'm curious to see where this is going with our boy Cyril and his girlfriend Deirdre, as they have the most interesting relationship in Star Wars. Thank you for joining us. We're starting in 3, 2, 1.
That's a way to put it.
Interesting. Oh, it's a 6 ship. Is that Luthen's? Wow. Interior's cool.
Pre-flight check complete.
He's got a dope ship.
Hold on.
That tanker's crazy.
His ship is my favorite ship in Star Wars right now. Autopilot?
No, I think Slave One's still the coolest ship.
Complete.
2 days in, you barely looked around.
How do you know what I did?
We heard it didn't go very well.
Oh, you heard? Really? I only left this morning.
Well, they sent word. They're very prompt, the Gormans.
He's like, I don't like your boss. He's a bad man.
They started too late. Now they're rushing.
That's awfully definitive.
They're not ready, Luthen.
That's why we sent you.
The Empire is building an armory in the center of town. But there's nothing to be done about it now. They want to hijack an Imperial transport to prove something that everybody already knows is true. Who's gonna care about it?
The Empire will care about it.
They'll be crushed.
Does Luthen want to
Finally wanting
sacrifice?
To do something. You tell them to be careful.
Everybody needs the spark.
A new front line against the Empire? The chance for that's a triumph. You're thinking small, you're thinking like a thief.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader.
Ooh.
Think about a planet like Gorman in rebellion. It will burn. Very brightly.
Send a message.
If it can happen in Gorman, it could happen here.
Yes.
Waste of time. This piece isn't what we need. You were sourcing another item.
It's being delivered as we speak.
Oh.
Friends?
I have friends everywhere.
Oh, they sent my Mothma's sister? Cousin? What was it? He home?
I had a feeling you were on your way.
Please. You cleaned it up.
We're here, might as well.
Oh.
Were you?
I was Varian Sky. I was a fashion designer. I was very, very pretty. Fresh blue suit.
It was just crazy seeing their chemistry and then
Shirt.
Cyril's.
It's Luthen that scared me.
He came after you left. He was gonna ask me for a weapons appraisal, but he changed his mind.
Go out on your own?
Ooh.
I rode back with him this afternoon. He never mentioned it.
It happened.
I know it happened, Biggs. That's not what I'm saying. Is that? He knows you need a rest.
I would have gone if he asked.
That's not the point. He has to know we're having this conversation. He doesn't do anything without a reason.
Maybe he just wants us to waste our time talking about it.
Maybe.
Good recovery.
Oh, we can't possibly make them all. If we skip the Gervin banquet, then we could just about make the whole night work.
Why so difficult this season? You never struggle.
Dinners. I mean, how many years did you serve before we held a ceremony dinner? I count 80 new senators all hosting investiture banquets. It's tough squeezing a whole year's worth of insincerity into 3 nights.
You enjoy?
I love it.
You enjoy the politic part of Star Wars? The snippiness?
I would watch Star Wars Vanderpump. I would watch it in a second.
Is that what this really is?
You realize what you're putting at risk right now.
It would have been so easy for you to tell me what's wrong with you.
This is the second time today you let me down.
Ooh.
I didn't know she would tell me.
I thought it would be interesting if you didn't. But now you're both disappointed.
Ooh.
Kill me or take me in. You're in. Oh, but Gorman looks too painful. Bix is too vulnerable. I'll give you everything. Is this everything? Soft and Gorman, but willing to protect Bix at any cost. Bix has to pull it together, or you'll have to decide at what point it becomes too large a problem. Unless that's what you're doing right now.
Oh, no.
I want her as strong as you do.
It would just be easier if I was alone. You want my blood. You help me work this out.
The only person that can argue with him back, basically, besides his assistant.
And have convinced the Emperor that Dr. Gorst is too valuable to be a one-man ISB asset. He's to be expanded into a program. I'm counting on you to keep watch on these idiots.
Honor, sir.
Really? It's an assignment. Calibrate your enthusiasm.
Don't look so hard.
Fill me in after you've read the brief.
That's, bro, the maneuvering.
Like, check.
This is better than House of Cards, dude.
Keep changing her hair color. I can't keep up.
God damn. What's she doing here?
You've brought the fuses.
Oh.
Kaboom.
If we don't like it, we walk. I told Luthen that I would only take this assignment if you were on it.
Oh. Love is getting in the way.
You're the only reason I'm here.
Attachment.
The only reason there's a rebellion is love.
I had an accident. I told him not to tell you. I knew you'd worry.
What happened?
I'll tell you about it someday. It's been a long year.
Oh, and when they killed the guy?
I thought about you.
You walk a very narrow path, Tetra. Cyril must never know what this is all really about.
What? A Crocite? Okay.
He thinks they're just rooting out rebellion.
We leave with what we have. We don't get greedy.
We need all the weapons we can get.
Dantem lidsam.
Morgul creux. Some of us want to protect ourselves.
Don't.
Don't what?
Don't talk. Don't think. If you can't manage that, you don't belong here.
I live here. We've put a lot into this.
Jaina. Dib.
Bibu Megapor Varando.
Your time means nothing. Prep is useless if you can't follow orders.
Teaching rookies how to be actual rebels is crazy.
Yeah.
We're here because you've never done anything like this.
I can't stress this enough. You're all going to need to respect the chain of command. Cinta and I will have blasters. Nobody else. If that's not possible, this would be the time to say so.
You mean now?
Right now.
Those two.
I hate that. Where are you?
Oh.
It's flashing. Whatever the mission is, I'm coming. Do you hear me?
Oh.
You'll come with me.
What do you think?
We have the trigger. If it doesn't feel right, we'll walk away.
The driver, Drina, she should be up top with us.
Did she say something else?
Just a feeling.
They must have another driver.
I'm sorry I hurt you.
Damn.
I don't know who I am sometimes. You make yourself change. I've never done that.
Luthen should have told me you were in trouble.
We're worth more to him separately than together.
Well, that's something we'll have to talk to him about.
What happened?
I can't have couple cells everywhere. See, this is why you can't have couples build together.
No, not right before a battle.
Yeah.
How many death flags is it?
Like 7.
Where's the blue guy?
For the peace and bounty of all.
Fucking Halo? She's slipping. Flip! Come on! Yeah, I think she's ready to crack apart.
Uh-oh. Her aide's like, ma'am?
I can place him. Forgot I figured out who he was. Woo! Oh, they're going to the party. Like, what is this? Isn't Star Wars, but it's amazing. Like, it is, but it isn't.
Gala.
Wow. I'm sorry, man. That's a crazy drip.
No, really, we need to switch to Star Wars fashion.
Perrin.
Yeah!
3. That was my last investiture party of the season.
Oh, don't tell me you've left poor Breyer up there all alone.
Where's Leia? Leia's like 15, 16, 17.
It's weird.
Paparazzi. Paparazzi about.
That's a wild thought.
They're just setting up now.
Oh fuck.
Look at his outfit.
Are we on schedule with the targeted shipment?
Schedule.
Yes, sir.
I wonder if anybody's gonna recognize him.
Hey, you're that guy.
We think it's Lost Empire.
My word, Luthen, and you wear it out?
I thought one of you thieves might make me an offer.
Lost Empire is crazy.
This is actually better than my fantasy. Soak it up. We'll never be back here again. Speak for yourself.
How did you two get in here?
Space France. Oh.
Cyril, you should go.
New season of legislative initiative.
How thrilling.
Always looking on the bright side.
She's amazing.
I haven't heard from my cousin.
Well, she's probably just being careful. Something urgent she needs knowing.
Yes. I care about her.
Ooh.
We're discreetly gathering the chosen. What fun. I just happen to have my history teacher with me.
Give him a reason to go in.
She looks angry.
Lonnie, perhaps you remember me.
What are you doing here?
We had a fascinating conversation. Your friends will think we're flirting. There's no harm in that, is there? Do as I say and everything will be fine.
Oh my god, I love her taking control.
Director Krennic, Luthen Rail.
Ooh.
Pleasure.
His sworn enemy.
Senator Mothma.
How pleasant to see you free of the witness.
Any idea who's in this room right now?
You're not smiling.
This is suicide.
It's my favorite object in the collection. I was heartbroken when we sold it.
I like how everything, all the plans are coming together at the same time. Ooh.
Damn.
EMP mine. Ooh, Cinta.
God damn. Are they autumn? No, there's someone in there. Oh, damn. Just blew up. That's messed up a little bit. All right.
Isn't it beautiful?
You're risking everything.
Move slightly to your left. I'm removing a listening device from this piece, and you're going to help me by blocking the view. The Tinian Codex was forged 2,000 years ago on a planet where sight was considered a disability.
Huh.
Huh.
This is do or die, Lonnie, so move to your left and listen closely because we may be tested.
Ooh. Oh. Oh my god, she's so cool.
We studied the Battle of Carmine at the ISB Academy.
It wasn't much of a battle, was it?
No, how right you are.
I was stuck.
Insurgencies have a long history of puffing up their failures.
We were taught it was a systematic execution.
Ooh.
Well, that is exactly my point. Criminals love to lie.
Grandma.
I'm walking away.
Do as I say.
There's so much tension.
Yeah, who's gonna fail?
My rebel is your terrorist. Something like that.
Hold it steady.
It's like shifting. Come on. Come on.
1 minute warning.
I have no idea what's gonna happen with these guys.
Have you seen Drina?
Oh, the old lady.
Yeah, this for a swamp raider. Damn, her hand is bleeding. That's crazy. Oh, hey, it's him.
Who's supposed to have a blaster?
Oh no. No, don't shoot him. Fucking.
Shots fired. One shot.
Who got hit?
No.
Oh no!
Of course she died.
Is that the guy?
Is it?
Yeah. She's the first casualty of the Gormans. Wow.
And it was friendly fire.
Nobody else was supposed to have a blaster.
For this exact reason. Don't apologize right now. Don't say anything. Just take your beating, dude. Don't hate me.
Are you crying?
Yeah, you. Oh.
Look at me.
Yep, you do what she says.
I'm not going to say remember this because I don't have to. This is on you now. This is like skin. You're taking her with you wherever you go for the rest of your useless life. Don't you look away from me.
I'm sorry. I'm so
She was a warrior. To die like this because of you. You'll make up for this forever.
Unexpected monologue.
My face hurts from smiling.
Complain all you like, it worked.
We should have killed Krennic while we were up.
That's the spirit.
They're back in it.
Is that? Ooh. Ooh.
Get in a chair.
I know you.
Oh! I hope this is real.
It will only feel like forever.
Oh shit! That's amazing.
I hope she feels better.
Nobody's allowed in here.
Oh!
Straight assassin.
Yeah!
Oh, this is good.
End it right now. Yes!
Yes. Oh, solid
Yes!
episode.
Best-
Solid.
Amazing!
Probably the best of season 2 so far.
Oh my god, the last 2 episodes
That was good.
were so good. Oh god, Tony Gilroy, thank you, I love you. I don't even know where to begin with that. The parallels between Cinta and Val,
I guess so.
Vel,
Something
as
like
well as Cassian and Bix is crazy because it took Cinta a year to recover from what we assume is maybe crashing and killing.
They weren't together.
They weren't together. Meanwhile, Cassian nursed Bix for a year to where she felt like she was good. Now, I wonder if the mission they got was to kill the scientist because they found out about him. Because remember they said we got a mission and she's like, I'm coming with you. This is her proving to Cassian that she doesn't need to be protected.
I think Luthen did that. I think that's why the Luthen, because Cassian went to Luthen and was like, you need to help me. And Luthen would be like, okay, well, to fix her trauma, she should probably go kill him. Let's find him. And then they're like, boop, boop.
Well, maybe that's Luthen saying I'm sorry to them.
I think that's what it was. I really think that's what it was.
And if that's how she gets out of her funk, that's better than my idea where she dies and the nightmare's over.
That's great.
Because
I
like
that.
now she's like a vengeance warrior.
Yes.
She's like literally a paladin on a quest for vengeance.
She got her vengeance. She subjected her torturer to the same torture.
Now, speaking of our paladin on his quest for vengeance,
Which is not a healthy form of therapy, but can be effective.
It can be fun. So Cyril,
I wouldn't use that word.
Cyril's kind of undercover right now. And I like his little undercover, like, secret agent playing, especially because the 2 ISB agents.
He's such a rube.
He's so funny, though, because it's like he's giving all the information, and then they're like, Cyril doesn't know all the information because Cyril thinks he's, rooting out insurgency. They're just trying to instigate insurgency to cause mass casualties so that they can exploit the planet.
The idiot husband trope is really strong in this show.
Oh my god, he's the simp lord. He's the simp lord, and I love him. He's been great. The whole dinner party was absolutely fantastic too, especially because we got even like a 2-minute, not a 10-second look at Bail Organa, and that actor,
I know that
I
made
love
your
him.
day.
That makes my day. I'm pretty sure he's been the same actor since first Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and also the Clone Wars and whatnot.
He looks different every time I see him.
No, he's just older. It's the same guy.
Me that's the same.
He just gets older. The problem is, though, is that the way it goes is they showed the young version, and that was about 30 years ago, and now, in real life, actually, and now it's 30 years in the future in Star Wars, so he's supposed to look a little bit older, but he's really older because it's real life. I don't know, that's great. I thought also the whole just, teaching these new rebels to fight was an interesting thing, because everything did seem to go off on a hitch, because they, first off, the ISB wanted them to. And it was what Cassian said. All the information that's being fed is on purpose. Fortunately, the dream team of Cinta and Vel being back together ends with a misfire, which was tragedy. And Vel's little, speech to the guy who killed her was crazy, because it was like, This is going to be your skin. You're going to wear this every day for the rest of your life. She's never going to be forgotten because of you.
But like the thing about Andor, which makes it so good, is like these monologues aren't for Star Wars. They're for rebellion. Like that stuff happens. Like if your mistake killed your teammate, and you're going to wear that for the rest of your life.
You always remember.
And like it's just crazy to hear shit like that. Because like what?
Oh,
God. We've been getting stale stories for years. This is like raw like trauma.
I mean, especially with last episode with Wilman basically breathing in that tank oxygen. I'm sorry, the rhydonium. And this one, we don't even see anybody in Saw Gerrera, and that was, that's still one of the craziest scenes that's happened so far was him breathing in, and we still have to deal with the consequences of maybe I'm gonna imagine after this maybe a 1 year time skip again to kind of escalate the tensions.
And just like
but then that's just a super radicalized woman.
Does Rogue One happen like right before episode 4?
Do you remember
like
the ending?
Couple days?
Do you remember the ending of Rogue One?
Oh yeah, it was Leia ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then they might do skip a year and then skip a year and then it's
hold on. The first one was 4 BBC.
Now we're at 3, I think.
3.
That would be 2-1.
And then 2-1. Yeah. Battle of Yavin. That makes sense.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I mean, Rebel characters are out there. All the other characters are out there doing their thing right now. I imagine we're going to see Princess Leia potentially. I thought we were in this episode. I would feel like they wouldn't bring Bail Organa up if they weren't going to potentially.
Sure. Sure.
If it's the same actress as in the Obi-Wan show, I'll be okay. I don't know if you watched that show.
I didn't see her in Obi-Wan.
So there's a little. It was like they had like a little girl who was that, and they had a little Luke too.
Well, no, it should be. It shouldn't. Well, no, because Obi-Wan came out like what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So like it shouldn't be the same girl. It'd be a different girl.
You're right, but I don't know. Unless they're trying to use her as
we might not get Leia.
Unless they're trying to use her as the potential for a young Leia in like other media.
Sure.
In which case they might be looking for a young Luke.
They might set it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that, but whatever.
No, but I do like that they talked about love so much in this episode, and we obviously caught that because if you didn't, love. You have to be blind. Yeah. But like it's part of it because like the whole reason this rebellion's happening is like love for each other. Like we want to defend our friends, our family, the people that we love. So like that's the whole basis of this. Like Luthen had his monologue and it was also about love in a different way, but it all boils down to like the people you love are being hurt and you need to protect them.
And I mean,
and that's why that scene where her lover got shot by misfire is so brutal, because it's like they were just reconnected. They just seemed like they were about to be happy and keep going off. And she lost like the one thing she was really caring about.
Well, the one thing I also want to bring up about that too is if it would be different if Cinta died by Imperials.
Yes, because it's very different because it was friendly fire.
There's nothing that Vel can place her hate into, because she probably hates the guy, dislikes or whatever, but it's not like a movement. It was an accident, not intentional. So she can't take her rage out on anybody. So she's gonna have what I feel is gonna be a misguided / like
it's gonna be bottled up and it's going to be misdirected.
And I feel like she may die, and maybe her relief, but. The one thing I'm going to say is I'm going to make a prediction is Bix is going to die by Imperials, which is going to push Cassian into how we see him in Rogue One, which is willing to go on a suicide mission to do it. Because right now, he is not willing to go on a suicide mission.
Right.
And he obviously has to have that separation. I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that they brought up his sister in the first season. If they don't bring up her relevance at all again, I don't understand the point of her existing. Like, why? It's like
for a spinoff. What do you mean?
Oh no.
Season 3 of Andor.
The one thing I want to predict out is that Vel's gonna die, and then I feel like Mon Mothma's family may die.
I don't know if Vel's gonna die.
Well, that'll give Mon Mothma a reason to go public, because we saw her fighting with Krennic in this, and that's like public enemy number 1 for her right now, because he's the Death Star. Like
that's why I like Luthen's line. He's like, we should have just killed him.
I love it. I mean, that was a great tension scene. The actor is he's so hateable, but he does it such in a great way.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because he wears a cape, and the only other person that wears a cape is Vader. So it's like, bro, what are you doing? I'm looking at this. enjoying it. I'm loving it. The writing is so different that even the scenes, the
characters are just really well. Like they
have personality.
There's so many characters in popular media that like people that people love the show, but the character's not really developed because it's not about the characters. It's about the characters interacting with the major story. But like that's what Andor is like the story of the people. That's what a rebellion is. Like that's why they're so well written and why it's like so impactful. Because this isn't the Clone Wars where it's the clones versus the droids and there's millions of them and we only get like snippets of them as we see the overarching. Like it's every single person involved in rebellion is important to the rebellion. So them being well developed is what makes you really feel like you're participating in the story.
And the biggest thing for me also is just like the world building and settings, because it's because like we see like the oath, which imagine there's new senators being sworn in and that's why they're there being sworn in, and you could see how disillusioned and angry Mon Mothma is over the whole situation, and like she leaves in a huff and a puff and her like aide notices it, and I won't tell you, but like he's a character in Star Wars obviously, and this is like probably his first live action appearance, but like he is a character in Star Wars that has a purpose as Mon Mothma's aide. And, she's been fostering him, I think she said, basically, because he was like, didn't he lose his family or something? Was the whole big story that he brought up. I think that was what it was. It was during the dinner party for her kids. They were talking about it. Like, he was like, oh, how'd you get involved? You're not from Shangri-La, etc.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah, it was him.
Okay.
He's like her protege.
Gotcha.
So I'm curious, where this is going to go, because I feel like the next 3 episodes, we're going to have someone from Luthen's group die, whether it's the girl, Luthen himself, or the spy. I feel like something's going to have to happen. Or we're going to have someone from Cyril's group die. And I don't know.
I don't think, well, you're saying that because Brasso died and then, what's her name? Sintra died. Sintra died.
And then now we're having potentially, I could imagine maybe next one. Oh my God. Next one's going to be either Vel or it's going to be Wilman.
It's probably going to be Wilman.
And then the fourth...
It's probably going to be Wilman.
The fourth one's going to be Bix.
Yeah.
And then Rogue One is Cassian. I imagine the fourth one, we hopefully see how he gets a droid. I'm not sure how he's going to get that droid, the Imperial security droid. But, like, there has to be a way, potentially, for him to get it. And I mean, obviously, we're going to have to keep watching to find out.
I feel like people want to know. It's going to get answered.
It's got to be answered, especially because, I mean, first off, it's voiced by Alan Tudyk, who's a sci-fi, legend. And to have him come back for that role for even one voice line would be probably...
For sure.
Everyone would, cream their pants.
Odd phrasing, but...
No, it's true. No, it's absolutely... It's the correct phrasing. Trying to think if there's one last thing to discuss. I'm not quite sure where Bix's drug addiction is going, or if this is going to help her kick it. But it is, the darkest part of Star Wars we've explored is Andor with,
Well, we'll see next episode because right now her vengeance might have helped her kick it.
Yeah, because then what
happens? Be an illustration tool that was used, or it could be a further plot twist.
Or maybe she'll spiral. We'll find out.
Only one way to find out.
That's for us to wait another week for these episodes to come out. So thanks for joining us. I'm Mikey.
I'm Mike.
And this was Andor, Season 2, Episode 6. Make sure to check out Patreon for full answers to these. If you do support us, help goes a long way. Whether you subscribe or join us on there, or just let us know in the comments if you're enjoying your theories. We'll see you next time. We appreciate you, and bye.
Hello.